Hello. In this video, we're going to be running through how to meditate as a work from home employee. Now, why do I meditate and why I think you should meditate? I think if you're a work from home employee, it's really important that you don't make the whole day just blur into one. It's really important to have those routines. And one of those routines that you can incorporate is meditation. So for me, my morning routine is wake up, have a shower, do some skincare, and meditate, walk the dog, make a coffee, and get on to work. Now, what is meditation? So meditation is just basically the act of setting up some time. So I usually do 10 minutes a day where you're just focusing on your thoughts. We're not really focusing on your thoughts, you're sort of catching yourself thinking. So a common app I use for meditation is Medito, and essentially I'll play a 10-minute meditation on the Medito app, and essentially it will just keep reminding you to focus on your breath, or if you catch your mind thinking or wandering, to just be aware of that and gently bring yourself back to the breath. Now, it's not a bad thing if your mind wanders. It's actually a good thing to realize your mind is wandering. It's actually better to meditate than not meditate at all. So that's the first step, because when I started meditating, a problem I had was I thought I was doing it wrong because my mind was wandering, or I'd be thinking about random things. But no, this is okay. The key to meditation is, one, to actually do it and to do it consistently, and 3 is to make sure you're just catching your thoughts as they're thinking. That's where you build the self-awareness. That's the repetition in meditation. And I think meditation is really, I've been doing it for myself. I've been doing it for about 2 years consistently, 10 minutes a day. Like, I won't do it every single day. There'll be some days I can't do it. But I'd say 90% of the time, 99% of the time, I've meditated in the morning for 10 minutes. And it's greatly improved my ability just to see what's going on in my brain, my concentration. And I think that's what's lacking in society today, because we're now in the attention economy where, you know, these things can distract you, or if you have some sort of thought or uncomfortable difficultness like boredom, you can just alleviate that with infinite scrolling on technology. And I think we're losing the ability to kind of sit with our thoughts and really analyze ourselves. And there'll be times when I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu listening to the instructor give a talk, and I'll notice my mind wandering, versus before I meditated, I didn't really know I had thoughts going on in my head, if that made sense. So I'm going to run through meditation. You can kind of do it with me. I'm not going to play the music. I'm probably going to speed it up. But the idea is the Medito app, which I'm going to open up right now. You might hear my mother praying in the background. We're in the same room. And I like just a special thanks to Stephen and the team at Medito for making this app. It's basically free to use. This is the app here. Try to get it in focus. And essentially, there's multiple things you can choose from. There's like a starter pack as well. So if you want to get started into meditation, and you don't have to start with 10 minutes a day. I would start with just 1 minute. 1 minute of sitting, focusing on the breath a day, rather than 1 second. Yeah, so basically I'd start with just a minute a day, start a minute a day and then slowly build it up. And I think with the Medito app, it has abilities for you to build it up. Plus there's other packs as well. So for example, I'm doing this pack which has great thinkers, and we'll have a brief discussion about the philosophical aspects of this great thinker. For example, Simone Weil. And I think the one I did yesterday was one of the very rare female Tibetan monks, Dagmona Sakya, so I do apologize for pronouncing it wrong, and I'll kind of give a principle. And then there was something really profound that Sakya said. I can't remember what she said from yesterday, but that is really cool and really important. Some other things you can invest in, so for example, sitting. It's not really important where you sit, as long as you're just able to, 1, not fall asleep, and 2, that you've got some kind of awareness of your body. So I'm actually sitting cross-legged because I want to get better at sitting cross-legged, because I can't do it now as an adult. And I've got this really cool kind of cushion that I'm sitting on as well. From I'll link it down below if anyone's interested. Or if anyone's interested in what I'm sitting on, I'll get some B-roll shots of what I'm sitting on at the moment. So what I'm sitting on at the moment, it's a meditation cushion. And it's something a bit nicer. You don't need to have those things. Like, if you have the money to spend, I definitely spend it on this, because it's an investment in yourself. But yeah, this is a nice way to kind of sit. You can also sit on the edge of a bed, because that keeps your back upright, or you can sit cross-legged on on a couch, it doesn't really matter. And I'll have some B-roll of that as well. So let's get started into the meditation. I'm going to play this 10-minute meditation with Simone Weil, and I'm not going to play the entire meditation because I think it's unfair for the Medito Foundation. But yeah, you can meditate with me if you want. I'll play some music over here as well. I might speed this up, who knows, put some B-roll in there. So let's get into some meditation, shall we? Great, so let's start the 10-minute meditation with Will as the narrator.
Simone Weil was a French philosopher. She wrote, "In struggling against anguish, one never produces serenity. The struggle against anguish only produces new forms of anger."
That was really good. So, two more things I want to kind of share with you, or maybe one more thing. I think meditation is maybe more introspective and self-aware, so I'm able to kind of analyze my thinking pattern, which has been really great. And I think if I'd never did meditation, I wouldn't be able to know what's going on in my head. I wouldn't have that ability to introspect. And I think introspection is really important to build self-awareness. And with that self-awareness, you can always course correct and figure out what's going on in your head. So I think on its own, if you have any kind of mental hang-up or some issue going on.
Whoa, okay. This is Shivan from the future kind of criticizing myself. I think it's a big generalization to say meditation can fix all your problems. So obviously, I know people who watch this are pretty reasonable, but if you have some sort of mental condition or something, going on in your life, obviously the best call of action is to seek a medical professional in that regard. But I'm just sharing my own journey and what helped for me, and it's something that may help you, but obviously you have to do your own research. And I guess we're mostly adults here, right? So yeah, I'm hoping you'd understand that, and please don't come after me. But yeah, let's continue on with the video.
Meditation is really great to get you through that, and your mind sort of subconsciously fixes itself, but you just need to create that time and space for it to do its thing rather than filling it up with day-to-day living. So I think really important to protect things like meditation. And the second thing is, I heard like the most optimum meditation practice is 15 minutes every day, but I don't think it matters as long as you're meditating. There's breath meditation, focus meditation, yoga nidra for sleep, meditation with like an om or a mantra. So I think just find what works for you. As long as you're meditating, it's better than not doing it at all. And I really hope this helps you out. One thought that was coming up in my head was, because my mum was praying, I could hear her in the background, and the audio was going into like here, which is kind of like making me frustrated, but we can't control that. I got to think about the fact that I'm living in their house, and then I'm kind of upsetting my mother's train of thought, her routine. So yeah, that's kind of something I want to share with you, because I know not a lot of people will be at the end of the video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any tips or comments, let me know down below. And as always, stay focused and talk soon.